Okay, here we go, guys. This is workout number 2 we're going to be doing. It's very similar to the workout that you did the other day. I'm going to change up a few things, but we're just going to get started. We're going to start out with a little jumping jacks like we did before, warming up. So you're going to do sagittal jumping jacks. Your hands are going to be moving forward. It's going to warm up the front of your shoulders here. I'm going to go back here, up and down. So you're going up in the middle, working to warm up the front delts, rotator cuff. We're going to do about anywhere from 40 or 50 of those, and just keep that, just getting that heart rate up. Now, if that's something that you can't, if you can't do that, you can kind of just walk in place. You can run in place, but high knee, walking in place. We're just trying to get your heart rate up, elevated just a little bit before we start doing our workout. So if you have trouble with jacks, you're going to drop down to doing just walk in place. That'll, get your heart rate going a little bit. Again, jacks. And then the other one we did was the other day, the same one. I really like this for when you're getting ready to do your workouts. It's always great to do is the thoracic twist and extension. So when you're here, start out, you're stretching all down here. We're going to go down and open up. You're going to do 10 on each side. 10 on each side. Again, if it's too much for you to get that full stretch on that leg, you're going to drop the knee down. Open up. Here's we're twisting our trunk, getting everything loosened up. Okay? We'll switch sides. I'll do the modified version. Again, it's going to be 10 on each side. Okay, the next one is going to be reverse arm circles. We do a lot of forward stuff, so I do very minimal amounts of forward arm circles. So everything we do, working palms up here, you're going to draw little circles. Think of your fingertip, middle finger as a pencil, and you're drawing little tiny circles, like maybe the size of a bullseye on a dartboard. So you're kind of just back, getting that move. 10 to 15 of those. Now we're going to go a little bit bigger. You see, like a dinner plate. So your movement's going to be much larger. Again, you're going to do 15 of those. Nice and warm. Now the key is, when you're doing this, you don't want to have your back rounded and your arms out here. You want to have your shoulders back in a good postural position, and then you pull back. And you don't lift your shoulders up this way, drop them down, and you make those circles. Now think of it, hula hoop, kind of a much bigger movement, and you're moving around the shoulder. So your movements aren't out here in front of you, they're going back behind you. It'll warm up those. Good hula hoop. And on the last one, as big as you can get, you're going to go up and around, up and around, like the practicing for the backstroke. That really loosens up your shoulders and your chest. All the muscles come into the shoulder. Then 15 of those. Now it should be pretty warmed up. We're gonna start with squats. And we're gonna do what we call a prisoner squat. Prisoner squat, just hands behind your head. Look like that. The other one, last week we did the air squats. Now we're gonna do prisoner squats. So you're here, down, and up, down, up. Remember, you're keeping this. Keep doing while I'm talking. You want to try to keep a neutral spine. So here, over exaggerated, and then find the center. When you find your center, you want to try to keep that throughout the motion. Here, so you keep your upper body up, chest pointed out, shoulders back. When you go down, you don't want to look like this. Here, all my clients will know when they see me say that, because I say that a lot. No turtle backs. Here, up. Good. 10 to 15 of those. The push-ups. Push-ups are tough. If you can do them on your knees, do them on your knees. If you can do a few regular, and then what we'll do is drop down on the knees to finish them out. So if you're doing 15 or 20, however many you can do. We're going to push up next. Good, on your knees here. Draw in, keep this nice and tight. Draw the glutes in. Here, key is shoulders back. Your shoulder blades are here. When you finish, you should be at the top here, not here. Here. So we're going here, down, up. Exhale up. Inhale down. You'll feel like your movement is going towards, like past your hands. So that's kind of how the feeling is. Feels like you're going like this. That's a little exaggerated, but good. Shoulders stay back. That's the key. Boom. And stay back. Good. Maybe a push up. Here. Good. 15 of those. Now we're gonna do a back lunge. So last week we did the forward lunge, where you step forward. Last exercise we're going to do here, step backwards, here, and now your work leg is here. Going down, touch, come back up, come back up. To make it a little harder, you be more explosive. Down, pop, down, pop, up. That's the harder version. Slow it down, drop down if you need a little help. Hands on your knee when you're going down. Boom. That'll give you a little bit more stability in the knee if you're having problems with that. So there, then on that side, then on this side. Just stepping back. Here's where your work, glutes, quads. Boom, drive up, come down, drive up. Boom, that'll make it a little bit more intense. 10 of those. The old favorites. We're gonna do the rockin' abs. Again, rockin' abs. Hollowed out, tight, rocking back and forth. Air out on every one. Stay real tight. Give me about 12 to 15 of those. Again, you can take 20-second breaks in between, catch your breath, and then move on to the next one. If you want to make it more intense, you can do less rest in between. And you keep moving that way. And the other ones is the next one is a modified side plank hip lift. Here, you're coming up, driving out, and then you're lifting the leg here. Here, push. You're gonna feel here and here. So both the muscles here push up, the muscles here lift up. So you want out, up, push. Up, up. Be 15 on that side, and then 15 on the other side. And if you have to, what? Oh yeah. All right, we're back. We just got through the warm-up and we got started on the first few exercises. This is my daughter Presley, my dancer extraordinaire. She's going to be joining us for the rest of the workout. And yeah, so we're going to get started with, we just finished with the modified side plank hip lift. So we're going to switch it to the other side. So you're going to go ahead and have a seat there on the mat. You're going to stack your knees. You're going to be on your forearm, okay? And now what the key is, you press up. When you press up, you're using your lower hip and glute, and then you lift up here. So you push out and up, lift up. Now, you can grab your lower abs with your fingers, dig your fingers in there and feel you're pulling those lower abs in. You lift, pull in, lift, and down, and up, push out. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Let's go ahead and do about 15 of those. And then we're going to go into a burpee with no push-up. So this is one of Presley's favorite. So you're going to go to a burpee. You go down, back, here, and jump. Oh. Okay, good. That's a burpee with no push-up. Jump, no push-up. Now we're going to an oblique crunch. You're gonna lay on your back, we'll start on your back. You're gonna bend your knees in, stack, drop them to the side. What we're gonna do is take your hand, your fingertips, and put them on the side of your head, and you're gonna exhale and lift up. Exhale up. We're doing 15. Good. Now we're going to switch sides. And we'll start on your back. Stack the legs, let them drop. Here, fingertips. Now it feels like you're shortening the muscle between your ribs and your hip bone. You can keep going, press. So you're trying to take your rib touch your hip bone. Shortening the gap here. That's contracting your oblique muscles, okay? Doing about 15 of those, and then we're going to a glute bridge. Now, in a glute bridge, bring your feet in, you're using your butt muscles, you're pulling your lower abs in, you hold it in tight. When you lift with your glutes, you squeeze hamstrings, glutes, tighten down here. Lift and down, down. Now to make it harder, some of you guys are there, oh, this is easy. Just try to kick the leg out, lift with one leg. Kick and lift. Up and lift. Up and lift. That's a little more complicated. Here, if you feel like this is good, you just stay down. Exhale, drive up. You do about 15 or 20 of those, then take your little rest. And we're going back to push-ups. Like I said, you can do off your knees, that's fine. If you can do regular until you have to drop to your knees to finish out. Let's go for 15. Here and down. Oh. Keep your shoulders pinched back. Good. The head up. Good job. Right on. Practicing that social distancing, we're a little too close, but we do live together, so. How are we going to go on our backs? Finish this with crunches. Crunch. Remember, press. Press the low back down. Don't tighten your glutes, but press. Hold with your abs. Exhale. Air out. And up. Exhale. All up. Air out. Don't grab your head. Fingertips on your ears. Fingertips on your ear. Up. Be careful not to jet your head forward. The movement comes from here. As you come up, this lifts, this stays. You stay tight in here and stretch, but you don't let up. Keep it pressed. And go. Let's go for 10 more. 9, 7, 5, 2, 1. Good. All right. Okay. That is the full circuit that we're going to do. Now, again, if you feel like that was a good workout, we'll go into the stretch. If you feel like you can do another round, do another round. This workout, if you do it about 15 minutes, so if you add another round, probably adds another 10 minutes. Add another round, there you go. Now, Again, like I said, you can cut down from 20 seconds, try 15-second breaks in between. I know we weren't taking exact breaks, but because I was teaching, you probably got enough of a break in there. And then right after this, we're going to go into a stretch, okay? So those were the exercises. Now we're going to go into a stretch. Now I'm going to have Presley here demonstrate the hamstring stretch. We're going to do a standing hamstring stretch. She's going to reach her foot out onto the chair there, and then she's going to bend forward and stretch that hamstring out. And here you're going to square the hips up a little bit and stick your butt out. Good. And you feel that hamstring stretch right there. And you're going to hold each stretch. You can hold it, the longer you hold, you can hold up to 30 seconds or more if you want to, but about 20 seconds would probably be a good place for a static stretch. And then she's going to switch into the other side. You don't have to really rest in between after stretches, so she's doing the other side here for her hamstring stretch. She's very flexible, so she could hold her leg up over her head and do all kinds of stuff. So do your standing hamstring stretch. Leg up, leg hold. So yeah, she's flexible. So, okay, the next one we're going to do is a kneeling quad stretch, okay? So the kneeling quad stretch, you're here, you drop this down. Now, same thing as we did the other day, we're going to squeeze the glute muscles. You squeeze the glute, you'll feel that quadricep a little bit, okay? Now, if you want to make it more intense, you're going to grab the leg. Squeeze the glute, be careful not to, get your hamstrings in a cramp or anything like that. So you're going to pull up, squeeze the quad and squeeze the glute. If you want more, you keep pulling, you flex the toe, and then you start leaning a little bit more forward. Nice and tall, no turtlebacks, don't be rounded out, nice and tall. Again, if it's modified, you don't feel like you do that, you just drop the leg down, and then you just do this little stretch. You squeeze the glute and you push forward, because otherwise, if you don't squeeze the glute, it's going to go right into your hip flexor. Okay? Not that you don't want to stretch your hip flexor, but because we did some squats and stuff, you want to make sure you did the quadriceps really well. Okay? Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on my knees. We're going to just do an overhead stretch. It's just nice and tall. Reach up as high as you can. If you're standing, we'll have you reach up on your tiptoes, reach high as you can get. Just trying to strengthen out or lengthen out the abs. Get those stretched out since we did a lot of ab work. Lat stretch. I'm going to use Presley here as our lat stretch. So you're going to, if you're with your partner, if not, you can just find something sturdy to hold on to stretch your lats. So we're going to lock hands here, and we're going to bend down, pull back, and you're going to feel that stretch in the lats. So kind of pull on each other and start to feel that stretch in the lats. Okay. Again, if you have something to hold on to that's sturdy, grab that and do the same thing, and then switch sides, and you'll stretch the other side. Each one again, 20 seconds, and then there's two ways you can do this figure four that we do. So you can do it seated. We're going to have her demonstrate this here. So have a seat here and sit on the edge, out on the edge. Okay, so she's going to cross this right leg over, put her ankle on here, sit nice and tall. Okay, and you're just going to kind of put a little bit of pressure down, and that stretches the hip here. So it opens that up a little bit. And now the other way is to pull this towards you. She's very flexible, so she doesn't get this as much. So you can pull this towards you and hit the piriformis muscle. Push down again. That's the figure four stretch. While you're in a chair, and then you switch legs and do the other side. You don't want to put too much pressure. The key is on this one is to flex your toe. If you flex your toe when you're pushing here, this protects the knee. Flexing the toe strengthens or tightens the muscles here, which protects your knee. So when you push down on it, you're not feeling that pressure in the ligaments of your knee. Okay, so that's the key on that one. You'll feel it there. Now pull it towards you. You can pull it towards. That'll get a little, and sometimes you'll feel that. You can also do it laying down. A good way when you're laying down is this crossover here. Abs in, neutral spine. Reach over and grab this and pull it towards you. That'll get that hip flexor stretch a little bit. It's a very subtle stretch, but it's a very good one. The other way is to pull up on this. You can reach back here and grab. Stretching feels good. If nothing else, stretching just feels good. All right, well, that's our workout for today. Hope you enjoy it. I'll get it up as soon as I can. Again, it's my daughter Presley, dancer extraordinaire. Thanks for coming out. See you next time.